Hey everybody. Oh, that's kind of cool. Well, um, this is I don't want to hear myself, bro. This is Nate's Minecraft Arby's server episode whatever, and this is some weird jawning that we've got going on here. So I didn't record most of me building that, I don't think, but this is after the build. I layered it all in purple and green, and then made a chute for the fish to still swim in and out, but then made the top blue so it blends in, right? Pretty cool. And this is just outside where the Arbys will be. And yeah, there it is. Wow. Woo. So I'm just kind of flying around. I was on Discord at the time with Chris, so this was some just stuff I wanted to roll on while not talking. And I saw a video a couple weeks prior that was basically they took a snowball and they took a command block, and if you're in a certain radius of the command block, I'm unsure what the radius is, you can make it do whatever, like fill air with water, or water with air, stone with air, or, whatever else like that. So I was trying to use the sponges to remove the water in this, but it was too much. So I said, oh no. And there's Chris. There he is. I don't know if our mics are on for this at all, but this was just me showing who I was on with. And then we're back. See, you can see I used grass there. And I had about probably 8 different times of filling and emptying this thing in the surrounding areas, and then trying to fix the surrounding areas because I fucked them up so much. But it was fun. It was a fun experiment, and later on in this, you will see... Well, actually, in the next episode, you'll see some other experimenting of that. So, I know we haven't built the Arbys yet, and I haven't done real episodes. And there's a whole other house that spawned from that happening as well that I didn't really record on, I don't think, yet. So I'll show you that. I don't know why. There it is. There's pause for that. That's what you want for the basic one. And then if you want to change the air to replace water to water to replace air, fill it back in, it'll do that. But sometimes it kind of just hits and stops depending on what you set it to change to. But you can set it to remove every type of stone or block in the game. And in episode whatever, the next one after this, we get into that. Let's hear some more echo. I like that. Okay, so it's just kind of chill. It's December 4th right now that I'm recording this, and I don't know when I recorded the Arby's clips here. But yeah, I gotta record for the server still, and I've been more excited about it. It's been a rough end of year. You guys heard the October and November part of that, so we're not gonna talk about it here. But yeah, I'm excited to get back into Arby's and everything else. But look at that. I should have turned my screen thing off. I wish it would just consciously trim where the frickin' text is and not have a giant black space on the side. But that's me trying to fix it, and I said oops because I assumed the stuff above it was fucked up. It wasn't terribly, but it kind of fills in as long as it doesn't go to the top. See, everything looked normal, and I should have just left it. I should have manually fixed other stuff, and I'm like, ooh, I'm going to test it. I'm going to test it out. I'm going to go all the way over here and then do something dumb. But yeah, echo. I'm an idiot. You're an idiot. Hey. Hey, Peter. Is that Derek Jeter in a 2-seater from Mount Peter? Oh, that's where we dug for treasure. And my mom brought me barbecue chicken. That was in 2020. 2020? Wow. I'm trying it there, and then I'm like, oh, you're like 400 fucking miles away from the command block, you dummy. You silly goof. You silly little freckle. That was me saying freckle, because sometimes I call the chicken a freckle, because he's so tiny, and he has little freckles. I'm like, oh, you freckle. And he just looks. This is me trying to trigger the area of where that motherfucker works. But, I don't think I did it until I got closer, like really closer to this, like near where the red sheep are. When we get into survival, we'll go wrangle those sheep up and make a farm with them. We've got a reverse farm right now that's pretty cool. It's 213. I gotta find that card, but that's not here nor there. We're just kind of chilling. I can't hear this at all. I know the game has audio, so you guys will hear it, but I'm doing a live voiceover track in Premiere, and if it fails, you guys are gonna hear this again, but more concise from memory. Because this is all just real, and then if I have to do it again, it's fucking stupid. I gotta dub over this episode. The next episode, I should realistically do some Fallout stuff too that I have recorded, but some of them you just get gameplay only. And yeah, and then I've got to do an episode for St. Patrick's Day that like 70 or 80% of the audio is fine, but some of it, because I recorded the game on my phone and the way I held it at like 1 in the morning, it just was drowned out by the game. Here's another test of me throwing that above water, above where we were at the surface level to remove the water. I'm like, oh, fuck me. Like, I wanted that to be oceans. I'm like, oh, we'll just fill this in. I'm not going to make it worse and reverse the thing. And then I tried to fill all that in. I jumped through some of it, but I'm like, I tried to fill all that in. And then spoiler alert, I make the water area worse. You know, they do say it gets worse before it gets better. But, yeah, I don't know. So we'll see what happens there. But this is me removing the fauna from the ground. I don't know what to do fully with this base yet, but I just like the natural way it looked from the top. And there's a better entrance exit that I make to the side at one point where the air had stayed pooled basically on the outside. Sorry, I'm trying not to burp. I had chili for breakfast. I know it's something healthy, but better than eating nothing for breakfast like I usually do. I'm working on it, working on sleep, working on eating more and eating better. Not that I don't eat, but just, you know, more and more better. But I'm not here to preach any of that. I'm just telling you how I live. And if you like any of that or it resonates with you, then that's what we're here for. But I'm mainly just like building cool, funny, weird stuff and just kind of yakking, you know, yakking the jog. I'm making up words now. Just listening to this with no fucking sound. Because it echoes. Because I don't know how to turn the echo off. Hey, Brennan. Yeah, Brennan. So I was trying to do like a voiceover in Premiere the other day. And I could hear myself in the damn thing. It's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. So yeah, I tore the speakers off of my computer and I threw them out the window. I hit it. It was... oh, no, it wasn't that. Just home movies, the show, randomly Coach McGurking. But I'm like, oh god, what do we do with this cube here? Look at how cool that base looks, dude. That's so epic. And you can see the water flowing back into the inside from where I tried to fill in the rest. Because for some reason it would go through the base somehow. I don't know. Oh, the AoE. But see, you can see the snowball stop right there, but if you're close enough, it fills in what you need with AoE. So you can experiment with that. AoE is area of explosion or area of effectiveness, depending on what the situation. Just as far as I use it, and if anyone else says, no, it means this, sure, that's the third definition. But, you know, see, this is me fixing it, but I'm trying to inspect if it's filling it back on the inside. This is an experiment. Life is but an experiment. True. But, experiment wisely. And then I'm like, what the hell? Is this freaking cave here? And it tells you how many blocks you fill every time. So if you do it wrong, you kind of tell by it removing way more than it should. Like the one where it said 2,000. I'm like, but I think it just did that cave there. But oh, we had to save Ozzy here. Look at that. Nature versus nurture. He's safe. He is. I think he's still in there, or he actually got out. Because I made it to where air can kind of blow into that little chamber thing. I believe. Fuck! I started through that. Not even put on chapstick. Well, I'd been sick for like a month, so I guess I'm just glad that it's not that kind of messed up lips. Oh yeah, I'm gonna definitely take a break after this one. And I will say too, on November 11th, I filmed awesome vinyl unboxing that I got It was the Ronnie James Dio first 6 albums, first 10 years of Dio the band. And they're all on limited edition colored vinyl, and I got the 7-inch single version that came with it and all that. And it's all really cool, but of course my box came dented, so the whole episode, other than being sick and being just like, I guess 2 weeks almost out from grieving my grandmother's passing, I got a thing I was really excited in the mail for, and it's fucking every corner except for the Holy Diver album, the bottom right if you're looking at it from the front, which is dented to fuck. And I'm like, so I just was like, meh about it the whole time, and I haven't wanted to edit it since, because I did the first minute, but I'm just like, I know how upset I was during this video, and afterwards I did straighten the corners out, and the vinyls themselves were fine, but I always get the warped one, literally. And it's not like, oh, poor me, but it's like, dude, I love music so much and collect it, and I don't try to resell it like that often. If I do and have, most times, if it's a really rare record, and it's still selling for $600, I list it for like $200 and take $150 so many times. And if I list it for $300 and someone buys it for $300, I'm like, oh, well, just so you know, I never opened it. It's in the shrink wrap.
Okay, I didn't know how much was going to show right away. There's a pocket for the vinyl, and it didn't go in the pocket for the vinyl. You can put this... Alright, for the ones that didn't go out yet. For the ones that didn't go out yet, I'm putting this out right now. And then that in there. Hear me out. So that then we don't get reverse origami. But anyway, I'm not trying to complain. I just hate that my shit gets fucked up, but I'm not the average asshole that's going to ruin a company's reputation over it, because shit happens, and I ship stuff too.
And some other people will have like a version of it that's like a 3 out of 10 and be like, oh yeah, I want $700 for it just because fucking someone asked for that on eBay and it didn't sell for that. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys again. Don't be rude about music collecting or Pokemon cards. Just make sure everybody gets a chance to collect and play. And if it's something cool, don't be a gatekeeper, you know. Oh, it's 2:22. Bye.